The idyllic tranquility of the Yorkshire Dales has once again been shattered, leaving a trail of heartbreak and suspicion in its wake. In the heart of the beloved village of Emmerdale, a sinister undercurrent of manipulation and deceit is bubbling to the surface, threatening to engulf one of its own in a torrent of undeserved blame. The recent ominous cliffhanger involving the seemingly charming Dr. John Sugden has cast a dark shadow over the Dales, with the life of the already grieving Tracy Robinson hanging precariously in the balance. For those of us who have followed John's journey since his arrival last year, it has been a masterclass in veiled villainy. On the surface, he is the picture of a dependable, caring doctor, a pillar of the community who has won the hearts of many, including the recently married Dingle. Yet, beneath this veneer of respectability lies a chilling and deeply disturbed individual, a man driven by a dangerous hero complex. It was this very complex that led to the tragic and untimely death of Nate Robinson, a secret John has been desperate to keep buried. The discovery of Nate's body in the murky depths of the lake sent shockwaves through the village, reopening a wound that had barely begun to heal. As the police investigation gained momentum, a frantic search for answers ensued, with the close-knit community turning on itself in a desperate attempt to unearth the truth. John, conveniently away on his honeymoon with Erin, managed to sidestep the initial round of intense questioning, leaving others to face the heat of suspicion. Monday's heart-stopping episode saw the net begin to close in, with John's return to the Dales marked by an immediate summons to the police station. His calm and collected demeanor, however, did little to quell the rising tide of tension that has gripped the village. Meanwhile, a distraught Tracy Robinson, consumed by her own grief and a burning desire for justice, remains steadfast in her conviction that Cain Dingle, Nate's estranged father, was responsible for his son's murder. Her unwavering accusations, born of pain and a history of animosity, set the stage for a confrontation that would leave the entire village reeling. The air crackled with unspoken animosity as John, fresh from his police interrogation, reunited with Erin and Cain in the heart of the village. Their tense exchange was interrupted by the sight of Tracy, her face a mask of anguish as she navigated the familiar streets that now felt alien and hostile. The simmering conflict erupted as Cain, pushed at his breaking point by Tracy's relentless accusations, turned the tables, his voice laced with a mixture of grief and fury as he accused her of the very crime she had pinned on him. Tracy's world tilted on its axis. The shock of Cain's accusation, coupled with the weight of her own sorrow, was a devastating blow. Her desperate plea to Belle Dingle to shield her from the cacophony of suspicion was a poignant reminder of her utter desolation. She retreated, her heart shattered into a million pieces, seeking solace in the fragile sanctuary of her own home. Belle, ever the peacemaker, later attempted to extend an olive branch, her gentle presence a stark contrast to the storm raging within Tracy. But Tracy, her resolve hardened by grief and a misguided sense of certainty, ordered her to leave, her belief in Cain's guilt an unshakable fortress. In a chilling display of his manipulative prowess, John, the true architect of this unfolding tragedy, moved to comfort a tormented Cain. His words were a soothing balm on a raw wound, assuring Cain that the police had no real reason to suspect him. He urged the grieving father to find strength in his children, to be the rock they so desperately needed in this time of turmoil. It was a performance worthy of an Oscar, a calculated act of deception designed to further his own sinister agenda. As he offered his feigned support, his eyes drifted towards Tracy's house, a flicker of something dark and calculating in their depths. His cryptic remark that the police would soon be looking elsewhere was a chilling premonition of the horror he was about to unleash. And with Nate's phone, the final damning piece of his twisted puzzle, in his possession, it is not difficult to imagine where his path of destruction will lead next. The stage is set for a devastating betrayal, and Tracy Robinson is unknowingly standing in the eye of the storm. The emotional fallout from this single, heart-stopping episode has been immense, a testament to the powerful storytelling that has made Emmerdale a cornerstone of British television. The raw, unfiltered grief of Tracy, so brilliantly portrayed by Amy Walsh, is a visceral experience for viewers. We feel her pain, her confusion, and her desperate need for answers. Her misguided conviction, while frustrating to watch, is a tragically understandable response to the trauma she has endured. We see a woman lashing out, her judgment clouded by a maelstrom of emotions, and we can't help but ache for her. Equally compelling is the portrayal of Cain Dingle's anguish. Jeff Hordley delivers a masterclass in nuanced performance, his portrayal of a father grappling with the loss of his son, while simultaneously facing the vitriol of his community, is nothing short of breathtaking. The confrontation with Tracy was a powder keg of emotion, a volatile explosion of two broken souls colliding in a whirlwind of pain and recrimination. It is in these moments of raw, human drama that Emmerdale truly excels, drawing us into the lives of its characters and making us feel every gut-wrenching twist and turn. And then there is John. Oliver Farnworth's portrayal of the charming sociopath is both captivating and terrifying. He has seamlessly integrated himself into the fabric of the village, his affable exterior a carefully constructed mask that conceals the monster lurking beneath. His hero complex, a psychological affliction that compels him to create chaos in order to then play the savior, is a fascinating and deeply unsettling character trait. The slow, deliberate unraveling of his true nature has been a masterstroke of suspenseful storytelling, and we, the audience, are left on the edge of our seats, waiting for the inevitable moment when his carefully constructed world comes crashing down. The cliffhanger, with its ominous shot of John gazing at Tracy's house, is a chilling promise of what is to come. The knowledge that he holds the key to her potential downfall, Nate's phone, is a weight that hangs heavy in the air. We are left to ponder the depths of his depravity. Will he plant the phone, framing an innocent woman for a crime he committed? The thought is almost too cruel to bear, yet it is a testament to the show's writers that we are so deeply invested in the fate of these characters. This storyline is a powerful exploration of the destructive nature of secrets and lies. It is a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and that the most dangerous monsters are often the ones who wear the most convincing masks. It is also a story about the enduring power of community, and the ways in which a shared trauma can either tear people apart or bring them closer together. The residents of Emmerdale are facing a test of their resilience, and it remains to be seen whether they will be able to weather this storm. As we look ahead, the questions are many. Will Tracy's unwavering belief in Cain's guilt ultimately be her undoing? Will Cain, in his grief-stricken state, be able to see through John's web of lies? And what of Aaron? Will he finally begin to see the cracks in his new husband's carefully constructed facade? The potential for high-stakes drama is immense, and we can only wait, with bated breath, to see how this gripping saga unfolds. One thing is for certain, the village of Emmerdale will never be the same. The events of this week have left an indelible mark on its residents, and the repercussions will be felt for months, if not years, to come. For fans of the show, this is a storyline that will be talked about, debated, and dissected for a long time. It is a powerful, emotionally charged narrative that has us all hooked, and we wouldn't have it any other way. The stage is set for a dramatic and unforgettable conclusion, and we, the loyal viewers, will be there for every heart-stopping moment. The Dales may be a fictional place, but the emotions it evokes are very, very real. And right now, our hearts are with Tracy, a woman on the brink of a terrible injustice, a victim in a game she doesn't even know she is playing. The question on everyone's lips is not if John will make his move, but when. And when he does, the consequences will be devastating.